Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Welcome to Safescreen Guardians. Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Welcome to Safescreen Guardians. Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Um, are we here? Hello, Safe Screen Guardians. Hello, our community. Are we here? Let's see. We're live. Get on the communities. Share the links. Share to your neighbor. Share to your friends. Share to your school teachers. Share to your principal. Share to your fellow lecturers, fellow teachers. Share to everyone. We're live. We're starting a bit late, about 18 minutes or 15 minutes late. Yeah. We needed to make sure that it will reach everyone, irrespective of the platform you're watching from. So we're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, we're live on Instagram. Studio, can we play the second interlude while we sensitize our people to come on live? Welcome on board. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for standing by. Thank you for committing to impact the next generation. You're highly welcome. We will go straight to the activity for today. This is Safe Screen Guardians training. It's a free digital training. Our head of faculty is Tom Ifre. He is a digital safety educator and the national coordinator and coordinating faculty of Safe Screen Nigeria. He is also the founder and lead consultant of Tomphonics Academy. I'm sure we would have encountered him during our Trendy Trainers Summit when he told parents and trainers to get digital. So we are locking it down. We are bringing it down to you because you can see what is happening across the nations of the earth. Nations are actually, locking it down. So families should also lock it down. With more than 20 years of experience across classroom, teaching, school leadership, teacher development, educational technology, Samuel helps parents and educators, schools, and child-focused organizations protect and prepare children for the life we are in right now. This is 21st century. For life in an increasingly digital and AI-driven world. Are you here? Pay attention. His digital safety work addresses the everyday realities families now face, including excessive screen exposure, social media risks, cyberbullying, online predators, gaming, digital footprints, privacy, artificial intelligence, and unsafe access to online devices. Okay, so to online contents, all sorts. Rather than creating fear around technology, just like we said, we need to face it with knowledge, not fear. So Tom equips adults with practical systems for supervising devices, setting healthy boundaries, activating parental controls, recognizing warning signs, and guiding children towards responsible digital behavior. Samuel has worked across more than 150 schools, contributed to the development of over 5,000 educators, and previously managed 7 schools. His experience spans education from preschool to university level, giving him a deep understanding of how technology affects children at different stages of development. As a conference speaker and facilitator, Sam is known for transforming complex digital threats into clear practical actions that parents, teachers, communities, churches, organizations can begin to implement, immediately. His central message is simple. Children do not merely need access to technology. They need informed adults who can guide, protect, and empower them with it. Okay, so that is the same thing we're saying, that the problem is not technology, it's unprepared adults. Welcome to Safe Screen Guardians training. My name is Augusta. You all know me. So welcome once again. Welcome on board.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. wherever you're watching from. My name is Samuel, and I hope you can hear me. So please, if you can hear me and you are part of this, kindly drop a hi, hello, yeah, Safe Screen Guardian, Guardian, Safe Screen Nigeria. Just write in the group. Write in the group. Let me know that in the comment section. Let me know that you can hear me. If you don't write, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna continue. Just write. Let's write. Let's try. Drop it. Drop it in the comment section. Drop it. Let's flow together. So, thank you, Safe Screen Nigeria, by the Duke's Infant Child Foundation, and thank you for doing this. It's not everybody, because if I were to do this myself, I would charge parents. Honestly, you pay money to learn what you want to learn. But thank God for Mrs. Augusta. Thank God for the Duke's Infant Child Foundation for bringing this up. Please, before I go on, I want to be sure that you can hear me. Write it in the comment section. We can hear you. Thank you. Thank you. So, my job is very simple here. So I'm going to just, it's going to be a 12-week course. Yes. So every Sunday by 5 p.m., we're going to be meeting here. So if you're not in the community, we're going to be dropping down the link to the community here. And by the end of this, we're going to see the link. You're going to join us. We get to interact. We do this once in a week, but interaction continues within the week in the community. So this is going to be a practical guide to setting up parental controls on your children's phone, on your tablet, computer. Okay. And so do not wait until later. You're going to do it now. Okay. You're going to do it now. And today is going to be a practical workshop. And by the end, I do not want us to only understand the danger. I want us to touch the device. Okay. This is my own device. I'm going to be touching it while I'm showing you what to do. Okay. I want us to open the settings. We'll begin closing the gaps. You see, many children are using devices that were designed for adults, not for children. Do you understand? So even though they will tell you, this tab is for children, it's still for adults. It's really not for children. Okay, so the danger is not just the phone itself. Okay, the danger is the device with no limit. Remember, for those of us that are Christian, some of us are Christian, when they say money is the love of money is the root of evil. But does that mean that we shouldn't use money? You understand, right? So when people say phones are evil, no, phones are really not evil, but the way we use them. Okay? So the danger of the device with no limit, no filtering, no supervision, and no adult who understands where controls are. So as we're going to go through this session, I want you, please keep your child's device very close. If you came with a phone, if you came with a tablet, you came with a laptop, this is the time to use it. Do not wait until it's later. Safety delayed often becomes safety forgotten. Okay? So in this Lock It Down series, week 1, we're going to work with Android, we're going to work with iPhone, we're going to work with iPad, we're going to work with Windows, we're going to work with Mac. You do not need to be a technology expert. No, you only need to be willing to learn the controls that protect your child. Now, let us begin with the truth many of us miss. Okay? The phone is not always the greatest danger. Please listen. A phone can be used for learning. Children can use it for reading. They can use it for creativity. They can use it for communication and research. Take note, the jobs we have today requires people using a screen. So if you say you want to retrieve this phone from them, you are obstructing them, and you're shielding them from the future they are already in. Okay? So, because you want to be a doctor, you still use the screen. You want to be a lawyer, you still use the screen. You want to be, name it, you still use the screen. So, why are we saying we want to shield them from the future they're already in, or they already will be? So, all we need is just supervision. And how can we do that? That should be the question. How can we supervise them? But you see, when that same phone is unrestricted, it becomes a door into everything. The real problem is not that a child has a device, okay? The real problem is that the device may have what we call adult access, while the child has what we call child level judgment. The phone has adult access, while the child has what we call child level judgment. A child may not wake up planning to search for harmful content, no. But one video can lead to another video. I'm teaching you how the algorithm works now and how the phone works, okay? Children don't wake up and say, I want to go and be looking for adult content. No, it's not that way. Oh, they've seen one video. Can I see watch this video? And before you know it, another video comes up. Okay, one game advert, a child can see a game advert and it's only 3D on it. Okay, it's looking like a cartoon. And once they click on it, it leads to a download. They can look at something and they say it's a search engine. Okay, but when they open it, it becomes a dangerous website. Or they see a message. It can expose the child to a stranger. So today, we are not attacking the technology. I tell parents, let's not attack technology. Calm down. You only need to learn how to safeguard your children. And thank God for Safescreen Guardians. That is what we aim to do, and that is our vision. Okay? So ask yourself this question. If your child picks up your device now, what can they open without asking you? I'm going to ask you that question now. If your child picks a device, what can they open without asking you? What can they download? What can they watch? What can they hide? This is where the work begins. By the end of today, look at what I'm going to be promising you. This Lock It Down, it's a 2-week course. So if you don't finish today, make sure you are here next week by 5 p.m. Let's wrap it up for this Lock It Down. Okay. I want every parent here to know exactly where to begin. Listen, not everything may be completed in this 90 minutes we're going to be having here, but at least you should know what needs to be done and where the main controls are. So we're going to be looking at downloads because children should not be able to install anything they like without adult approval. We're going to be looking at screen limits. Time matters, okay? And we're also going to be looking at harmful content. What are harmful content? When do we say these contents are harmful? Because what a child sees repeatedly can shape what we call fear, it can shape desire, it can shape behavior, and it can shape their language. I'm going to take it again. What children see repeatedly, which can shape their fear, can shape desire, can shape behavior, can shape language. Now, desire leads to addiction. I hope you now understand how addiction comes to, because repeatedly they watch it, they desire that thing, and the language. So every day they are listening to this song, every day they are listening to this phrase of cartoon. It becomes their lifestyle. We're going to also look at YouTube, because YouTube is not just one apple. YouTube is an entire world of videos. Not just videos, recommendations, comments, autoplay. We're going to look at browsers. I think I listed out so many browsers. We have Safari, we have Opera, we have Google, we have Microsoft Edge. Okay, we have Go browser. So there are many of them. Do you understand? So we're also going to look at, finally, we're going to look at password. If your child knows the password that controls the setting, then the settings are not really protected. That's the promise. It's very simple. Concern must become what I call configuration. Moving on. Okay, I think I also need to be reading the comments coming up. Okay, you cannot see the... Okay, don't worry. Whatever you are seeing on the Safescreen guidance, it's not cutting anything. Okay, so let's continue. You see, I think I've worked with some parents, and some parents will say that I've listened to so many coaches, and they say, no, don't buy phones. And I'm sure someone's going to ask that question today. So when can children start having phone? Uh, Many people have asked me that question. Yes. And guess what? I tell them, no, I don't know. It's your decision to make. Your child can start having phone by 18. Your child can start having phone by 5. Your child can start having phone by 2. It's your decision to make. You will not now use me to now write online and say, oh, Mr. Samuel says that, Mr. Tom says children start having phone by 2, when they're at age 2 or that. See, there's what we call digital quadrails, okay? And many parents feel guilty when they hear parental control. They think it means that, oh, they do not trust their child. That's why the fear of when should children start having their phones. Guess what? It's not even their phones, because you buy it for them. You bought it with your money for them. So it's not their phone. It's still your own phone. Do you understand? You are the guardian. You're still guiding them. So parental control should not make you feel guilty, but that you don't trust your child. You see, that is not the right way to see it. Parental controls are not punishment. They are safety structures. Safety structure. So when you put a gate around a staircase, listen, when you put a gate around a staircase, you are not accusing the child of wanting to fall, rather. Okay? Now, this is what we call quadrails. Remember, when children are growing up, a toddler is growing up, you put a quadrail around that child so the child doesn't go above, that's what parental control means. You are recognizing that the child is still growing. That is how we should see digital quadrails, that it's like a staircase, but there are quadrails around it. A quadrail gives protection before a mistake becomes a crisis. It prevents one careless click from opening what a child is not emotionally, mentally, or morally ready to handle. But notice something important in this. The quadrail does not replace you as the parent. Before going practical, I need to make this theory. I need to give this announcement very well. Okay? Quadrail, the fact that we put a quadrail on all digital gadgets, it does not mean that you as the parent would not be present. It supports you, the parent. A device can block access, but it cannot teach wisdom. And that is why this workshop, thank God for Safescreen Guardians, this workshop will combine settings with conversations. I'm not just going to be talking alone. We're going to be conversing. Do we understand? See, do not wait until something goes wrong. No. Before you create boundaries, the best protection is the one stored before the problem arrives. Moving on. Now, this is the structure we're going to be using. Please look at the screen very well. And let's see if we can take off the... Okay. I hope you can see now clearly, right? You should clap for me. Okay, so now you can see the screen clearly now. So this is the structure we're going to be using. Every child device needs 6 layers. If you're writing it down, write it down. Every child device needs 6 layers of protection. 6 layers of protection. The first layer is the account. The first layer is the account. This is the child using your adult account or their own supervised account. The second layer is the device itself. It's going to be a phone, an iPad, or a PC, a laptop. That's number two. Now, is there what we call a screen lock on the device? Can the child change important settings? Is the device updated? That's on the device, number two. Then number three is called the app. The apps. What can the child install? You know, there are some parents that allow their children to install games on their own anyhow, without they knowing. And if you ask a parent, I did not know when you installed this game. Oh, I did not know. How did you install it? Where did you go to? I read that a lot. Okay, so the app, number three. The fourth layer, let me tell you a story. I've actually had a parent call me to say the child have actually bought an app of almost 300,000. Yes, 300,000 plus. I'm not capping. Let me use our parlance. I am not capping. Showed me the receipt because the mother's card was actually attached to the Google. So the child kept on buying apps, buying games. Never knew that money was being charged for those apps. Hey, when the mother saw it, I'm like, hey. You see, apps, number three. What can the child download? What can the child install? Then the fourth layer is the browser. The fourth layer is the browser. Even if apps are blocked, the browser may still open the same content. So, apps and browser are quite different. You can still use the app without using the browser, and you can still use the browser without the app. The fifth layer is content. This includes videos, searches, websites, music, comments, and recommendations. Remember, I said children don't just wake up one morning and say they want to start looking for pornography, they want to start downloading games, and no, they don't wake up like that with that intention. It's by them using the phone, recommendations start coming in and all of that. Then the sixth layer is conversation. This is where many of us fail. We set rules, but we never explain the reason. I don't want you to touch that phone. We do not explain the reason. So as we go on, do not think of this as separate topics. No. If 5 locks are strong, but one is open, the child may still pass through it. And don't forget, we are having children that are very smart. And even you as a parent, when your child is not smart, you get worried. So why are you getting worried when you have a smart child? You shouldn't be worried. But we have smart children, we have smart gadgets. So as parents, as guardians, we need to be smarter. Are you following me? So tell yourself, I'm going to be smarter. Write it in the comment section. I am going to be smarter. Good. So continue. Now, the first layer, accounts. You see? Accounts. This is where we make the first mistake. We give the child a device that is signed into the adult's personal account. That means your child may have access to adult permissions, adult recommendations, saved password, payment method. Remember the example I gave, right? Emails, app purchases, unrestricted content history. So the first question is not, what phone is my child using? The first question should be, which account is my child using? A child should have a separate child account or supervised account where possible. Let's go into practical. Bring out your phones. When you bring out your phones, listen. When you purchase a gadget for a child, okay, the first thing you need to do is you need to open a child's account. Open a child's account. Yes. Every company, browser, or whatever you call them, they have children accounts, but they need an adult to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is, when I want to use Google, is actually the best method, or the best browser I can say, okay, you can use. You go to your You can see my phone here. I hope you can see. You have the app on your phone. Now go to Gmail. When you go to Gmail account, your Gmail, you go to the sidebar where you have your picture. Okay, you go to the sidebar where you have your picture. I know this thing is mirrored. Let me make it not mirrored. Okay. Okay, so you should be able to see that. Now you go to your where you have your mail. Go to add another account. If you are following me, follow now. Okay, I'm going to be taking it step by step. Go to add an account. You're going to see Google. You're going to see Outlook. You're going to see Yahoo. Then you're going to see other. Okay, it's almost the same thing in everybody's case. Okay, then click on Google. When you click on Google, follow me. Mine says I should verify my PIN. If you are following me, please let me know you are following me. So this comes up. Then the next thing is going to tell you to sign in. Sign in. But if I were you, I'm not going to sign in. I'm going to go to create accounts. Create account for my personal use. So I'm going to create for my personal use. You put the name, your name first, the child's name, and all of that. Now listen, where it gets a bit, tricky is when they ask for the age. Please put the right age, because when your child is below 13, below 18, Google categorizes that email as a child's account. Do you understand? So after you've done that, the next step is you now go to where I call Play Store. Okay? Play Store is where you download all, I'm talking about Android. Play Store is where you download your app. Okay? Play Store is where you download your app. Okay, Play Store is where you download your apps. Now, there, everybody, you now search for Google Family Link. It is an app. Google Family Link. Let me share it with you. Okay. So when you click on Google Family Link, this is how it shows. Okay. This is how it looks like. Okay. So when you click on it, you download it. You install it into your own parent device. Install it into your parent device. Now on it, you would now attach your child's account into it. Now this is what it does. In the Google Family Link, your child cannot use the phone without your consent. It's like your child is watching a video, you can see what the child is watching anywhere you are in the world. So you don't have to be present physically, but you can be present digitally. With Google Family Link, if you are using an Android device, you will be present digitally, even if you are not present physically. Write that down. So you put your child's email under it. If your child wants to go to any browser, Google Family Link will give you a notification saying your child is asking for permission to go to this place. So it's now your decision to now say yes or no. Are you following me? Now that is an account. I've actually talked about account, right? Okay, so I said on this thing is called Google Family Link. On iPhone, on iPad, I'm more of a Samsung person, not an iPhone person. But on iPhone or iPad, you need to have the Apple account inside the family sharing. So iPhone, iPad have what we call family sharing. On Windows, you have a child Microsoft account under family safety. Okay? Your adult account under family safety equals adult access. When the account is wrong, every other setting becomes weak. So Open your device now and check the sign-in account. Use your phone briefly, okay? Now, and set a child's account. Are we doing that? Okay, you can set your child account. Set your child account. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. In fact, when your child is below 18, there are more technical quadrilles that even Google gives. Okay, as an educator in schools, many of us that use Google Workspace, there are so many securities when it comes to Google. Okay, when it comes to Google, so I can tell you that now, open your child account. It's going to help them. By the time they clock 18 and 21, Google will notify them that they're already adults. So they're going to leave them out of the child and give them a normal adult account. So it's good. Don't be scared. Open your child's account. So moving on. Let's look at settings. Now, we have talked about account, right? Now, let's move from account to device. I'm using a Samsung. Okay, I'm holding a Samsung tab here. Your device must be basic, must have basic protection before we even talk about apps first. Some of us don't even understand, don't even know more of the settings when it comes to our device. Okay, let's do that together. Now, if you want to do your settings, you go to your settings on your phone. The major basic things for your settings, number one is check the screen lock. So if I come to my settings, I will go to security and privacy. Okay, security and privacy. I hope you're following me, right? Okay, so let me know. Follow me. Okay, the first thing is screen lock. Screen lock. Teach your child or your children about screen lock. Okay, some of you, I know some parents. I've seen parents that are like, by the time I lock my this thing, not up to 2 days, the child will just open it. How did they know that? They know my password. They know this. They know that. There are different methods for screen lock. We have the password, we have the PIN, we have the swipe, we have pattern. Teach them more about all of this, number one. Then, number two, check the user profile. Now, every Android phones that come out now has what we call user accounts. When you go to your Samsung settings, you're going to see the account at the top of your, of the settings. So if it's meant to be for your child, now there are some locks that require that whilst you are the adult locks it, the key needs to still be under your adult, because look at this now. Look at this. If you use the Samsung, please, you can also write it in the comment section if I am, you can see it. There's what we call digital well-being and parental control under or in your Samsung phone settings. I think you can also see that in other phones. Digital well-being and parental controls. Okay? When you go there, you will see everything. But listen. You must have a user profile. See, a child should not use the administrator profile where avoidable. That is why, remember I said phones are not the problem. Adults are the problem, not phones. Number three, check software updates. Old software may have weak security and missing parental control features. So you want to check software updates still in your settings. If you want to check software, go to software updates. Now, the reason why we have software updates, the reason why we have software updates is because there's what we call bugs, okay? Bugs and bots. Now, when bugs are in most Android phones, it gives weak connections. So anyone can bypass and do anything, okay? They can talk to strangers without knowing. Accounts can be hacked without knowing because the security for the new updates haven't been installed. So For me now here, you can see I've already done my own update. So check for update. That's number 4, right? Number 3, right? Number 3. Number 4, admin access. If your child is the administrator, your child may remove restrictions. I'm going to be screenshotting some of these, then we'll drop in our community so that you get to see where I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to drop more of it in our community. But you can see on the screen lock is number 1, user profile number 2, number 3 what? Software update, number 4 admin access, number 5 automatic lock. Okay, a device that stays open for too long can be accessed by anyone. Teach them this. Teach them this. Now, one of the mission of Train Your Trainers, we did it, we had it the first quarter of this year, was we train you, the parents, to train your children. And that is what Safescreen 2 is, part of the Train Trainer. So we are training you to train your children. Teach them about automatic lock, okay? And lastly, teach them about device passcode. Your child may know how to unlock code, but they should not know the parental control password. Okay? So before we install anything new, please, let us first ask, is the device itself protected? Is it protected? Very good. Moving on. Number 3, remember I promised you that we're going to be looking at 6 things, right? So we've talked about accounts. We've talked about what? Device. Now we are talking about apps. We are talking about what? Apps. You see? Many of us focus only on time. We ask, how long is my child online? How long will my child do this? When should children start downloading or start using phone? We ask so many questions that are irrelevant. Those are not the questions we should be asking. That is important. Yeah, the questions are important, no doubt, but they are not enough. A child can spend 30 minutes online and can still enter dangerous app. Another child can spend 2 hours on a reading app, and that child is perfectly safe. So it's not about the timing. It's not about when your child can use the phone. No. So the deeper question is not just time itself, it is access. Access. So what apps can the child open? What apps can the child install? Can they delete apps after using them? Can they buy from games? Can they accept in-app purchases? Can they install an app rated above their age? You see, some apps also request permission to use camera, microphone, location, contact, and photos. And you, the parent, you must check that app layer is about control before installation, not panic after damage. Today, I want you to live knowing how to stop free downloads, how to stop paid download, unnecessary permission, and hidden app. So, how do you do that? Pick out your child's phone now. Follow me. This is my phone. Okay? This is my phone. Go to settings. You're in settings now, right? When you're in settings, go to apps. Go to apps. Now, for me, I can see all the apps downloaded. Remember, if you are using Google Family Link, you will also see all the apps downloaded in your child's device or devices. Now, let me open, for some of you that you don't even know that your phone also has microphone and is listening to you. Some of us don't know that. Let me show you now. Go to apps. Now, many of us use Facebook, right? When you go to apps, you're going to see all the list of the apps downloaded in your phone. For example, I have Facebook downloaded. Click on it. Have you clicked on it? Okay. So after this practical, please write in the comment section that you followed me. Let me know that we are aligning, we are together. When you click on Facebook, The first thing is you're going to see notifications. For me, I actually block notifications. Okay, I do. I block notifications. You're going to see screen time, how much time you use on that particular app. Okay, then you're going to see where I have permissions. Okay, please follow me. Have you seen permissions? Have you seen permissions? Good. Now, for me, I have calendar, camera, contacts, location, microphone, nearby device. Nearby device. So, you can see that these are things some of us have unknowingly allowed on our phones, but we don't know. So now, you now know. When you click on the ones you don't want to allow, click on that, you will see allow or don't allow. Yes, it's your phone. You bought it with your money. You have 100% control over it. Do you understand? Very good. So now you know how to remove some things that you really don't want to on your phone. Some apps ask for contact. Please, before you grant contact for, that they can check your contact, of course, always ensure that you allow or you disallow. You allow or disallow. Some of us are parents, teachers here. Some of us are uncles or aunties that are here. Okay? You may not have your child or children yet. Okay? But please, teach others. Teach others. Don't keep this to yourself. Okay? So because we're talking about guardians. Guardians can be uncles. Guardians can be aunties. Guardians can be senior brothers, elder brothers, or any. Please teach others. Okay? Remember, it's for the next generation. The next generation. Let's not let them live. I grew up, when they say a village trained a child, a village trained me. Okay? Village, it's not now that everybody wants to stay on their own. But then, many of us were being guided by our neighbors, people from the church, people from but not like that now. And that's why we are doing this. I want you to take it personal. So, the children coming around you, please protect them. Let them know, because you don't know where you will meet them. You don't know if your own children will meet them. Peer pressure too can be a problem. So please, this is Safescreen Nigeria. Let's continue. We've talked about apps. Then the next is browser. Very good. Now, this is one of the most important warnings in this workshop. A browser can become a backdoor. You can block YouTube app. Some of us will block it on our family link. You can block YouTube app, but the child opens your YouTube opens the YouTube through Chrome. In case you don't know Chrome, on your phone, when you go to your Google tray, you will see Google, you will see Chrome, you will see Mail, you will see Maps. These apps come with the phone automatically. You don't have to download them. They come automatically with the phone. So long as it's an Android phone, come with it. Okay? So sometimes you have blocked YouTube app, you have blocked Facebook, you have blocked this. Okay, your child will just be looking at you and be smiling. My mom thinks she has sense. They will go to Chrome. That is the back door. You can block social media app, but they still have the website version, because most of these sites have two versions. They have the app versions, they have the site version. Okay. See, that is why every browser must be checked. Every browser must be checked. I hope I can. Let me see if I can share with you my screen. For those of you that use laptops, okay. Okay, so let me share my screen here so you get to see what I'm talking about. Now, this is a screen, this is an Edge. Okay, so this is an Edge. Now, already on the laptop, there are already news online. So they can just click on any one of these things, you see. Remember, I said children don't wake up saying they want to start going to adult sites. No, so many information are already online. So what you need to do, if this were to be your child's laptop, every browser now has what we call account. Okay, remember that account of the child we opened before. Can you remember? So that child account you opened before, come to this side. Can you see? Come to this side. This is my name. Set up an account for that child. Listen, this is what it does. When you come to your child's laptop, set up the child's account, profile settings. Set it here. Put the profile of the child. The child will not have access to this browser unless you give that child authority from your own phone. But many people don't understand this. They don't know that every browser has a profile. So if it were to be a child's account here, you see all these things will not show on the child's, when the child just opened the browser. Because I'm an adult and I allowed all these things to show on my on my end, but if it were to be a child's account that is here, all of this would not show. And this every browser also has what we call settings. Okay, settings, what should show, what should not show, the content there, notification, how to customize, what to block and what not to block. So when you go to your settings, which is on these three dots, you come to your settings. It's here. I hope you can see it, right? Very good. You come to your settings. We have password. We have privacy search. You can filter words. So a word like FUCK or a word like, the sex words, the vulgar words you don't want them to hear, you put them here. Okay? They can start tracking, you can track prevention. The words you don't want them to, to hear, this is where you have them. This is where you have them. Your security I'm using Edge here, okay? So please take your time to go through this. Take your time to go through that. So on Edge, we still have that on Chrome. We still have that on Safari. And we still have that on, what other browser? Opera. So check the settings. But remember, if that browser doesn't have your child's email or the child, the person you're guarding, there's no how the child will not stumble on adult content. Do we understand? Very good. So that's for browser. The next is content. Of course, everybody is doing content now. Everybody is doing content. And content is now becoming something else. Any small thing, content. There's dancing content, there's shaking content, and we really have children content. right? And remember, I said, children don't just wake up and say they want to now watch this thing. No, 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 no. Don't do that. One video leads to another video. One video recommendation leads to another one. So in content, what do we do? It's very serious. Oh, content is what the child hears. Content is what the child sees, repeats, and gradually normalizes. A child becoming an addict, a pornographic addict, is not a child that just slept and woke up and say, I want to become an addict. No, it's what they've repeatedly seen. A child that starts hiding phone is because they've been guided. Is it guided? Yeah, they've been guided and told to hide the phones. So we are protecting children from adult websites, violent videos, explicit music, unsafe searches, harmful recommendation, inappropriate live streams, and unmoderated comments. These are content I just mentioned. And this matters because children do not only consume content, content also consumes attention. Did you hear me? Children do not only consume content, content consumes attention. Haven't you noticed that when you wake up in the morning and you pick out your phone and the first thing you are doing is going on TikTok, you will tell yourself, I want to stay there for 5 minutes. But before you know it, 8 o'clock, you are still watching TikTok by 11 a.m. 3 hours gone. And you're now asking, what have I even done today? Attention. See, listen, let me say this. When I train school teachers, I usually tell them something. I said, see, social media is not meant to be social. Social media is meant to get your attention and steal your attention. No, it's not spirituality. It's economics. Let me use it that way. Economics. What takes your time is what gets your attention. So a child can love a particular video, will stay on it hours upon hours. And have you noticed that children don't even get hungry when they are watching their best things online? So you see, content also consumes attention. It shapes curiosity. It shapes their language. I have a 4-year-old. Yeah, she speaks well because I get to monitor what she watches. And sometimes we get to hear big words, not bad ones, because of course you can't watch bad ones. We got to hear big words. OMG. It was from what she watched that she understood what pizza was, and I was forced to actually get pizza for her, just for her to see how it looked like, because she was watching how they baked pizza from the cartoon she was watching. And I was forced to not, okay, the mom and I not, okay, this is how pizza is made. And because she has learned it, the 4-year-old had learned it, she knew the ingredients. So you can see it shapes their language, it shapes their curiosity, it also shapes their fear. It shapes their fear. A child already starts seeing vampire movies. I mean, that's bad. That's bad. Content. It shapes their behavior. I have seen YouTube videos where people are telling people to do the wrong thing. I'm not even talking about the adult one. Those ones, you guys can handle that. I mean, children, do this, do that. If your parent says this, tell them no. It will make you become an independent human, not even adult, human. Content consumes attention. Sometimes we, the parent, we only look at bad websites, but the bigger issue may be recommendations. We are looking at website, they should not go to www anything that has to do with xxxxx. No. They shouldn't go to Twitter. They shouldn't go to Snapchat. No problem. there are snippets of recommendations under. Just one click by mistake takes them to that place. A child watches just one harmless video, and the platform recommends something more intense. So in case you do not know, you should all understand what algorithm is. Some of us don't know what algorithm is. Parent, understand algorithm. Understand that the phone itself, the device itself has a mic, even without the apps. The device has a mic. So you might be saying something to your child, thinking you are advising your child. The child picks up the phone. That thing you are saying that the phone did not understood that it was a warning. The phone grabs it and recommends it to that child. That is why when some of you talk about shoes, that you love a particular color of shoes, and you go on Instagram, you start seeing that shoe, and you think it's people from your village that are following you. No, recommendation via algorithm, via cookies. Remember cookies? Every time you see cookies, they tell you to accept cookies or they tell you to reject cookies. Even when you reject cookies, they will still force you to accept the cookies. It follows you digitally, even with the words of your mouth. Content, recommendation. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, tell me. But I'm just talking to myself. Okay, see. This is how children move from innocent viewing, very innocent, into content they were never looking for. It's not them, it's not them. But you see, by the time you now watch it once or twice, they will start liking it and they will start going. So a child that starts looking for it is a child that has already seen something. A child that has seen something, likes it, and comes for it. So the ones that have not seen, know them and start protecting them for it. Okay, so content protection must include this following, right? It must include search, it must include video platforms, it must include music, it must include comments and autoplay. So do not assume that because an app looks childish. Every content path inside must be safe, and the parent must still configure the settings. At the time I wrote on my socials, and I said, I think I wrote 10 children cartoons that parent must actually watch out for. There is one that looks very innocent, but when I watched it, they were portraying gay. Yeah. The first 20 minutes, you will not even know. But as it goes on, gayish. And there is one you should not even think of watching. It's called Sausage Party. Sausage Party. Never you allow your child or your children watch that. Because even you'll be disgusted. Sausage Party. From the beginning to the end, vulgarity. And it's innocent. I mean, the cartoons, the graphics are innocent. Content. Then this is the human layer. Settings can block access. Okay? You can block access with settings. You can block apps. You can block browsers. No problem. But listen, only conversation can build judgment. A child picks up the phone, sees a video. Because you've had a conversation with that child, judgment inside breaks the child. So if a child only knows, mommy blocked this, the child may become curious, because we have curious children these days, and their curiosity is above your own curiosity. And not just being curious, some of them, it's just an inbuilt secretive. Yes, they have with them. But if the child understands the reason, the control becomes part of training. Many of us grew up without understanding some reason why they will slap us. Yes. Some of us, you will just be beaten anyhow, and you even ask yourself, what did you do? You understand? But not with this kind of children we have. We must teach children what to do when they see disturbing content. We must teach them how to report strange messages. We must teach them not to share personal details, photos, school information, or passwords. The goal is not to raise a child who behaves only because the phone blocks them. No. The goal is to raise a child who gradually learns to choose safety. So when you set controls, do not do it like it's a secret police operation. I've caught you. What are you watching? Bring it. Let me see. Oh, you've seen it. It's bad. Boom. No. Calm down. You've not had the conversation with that child. Sit with the child. Explain that the internet is bigger than their current judgments. Explain that protection is not rejection. A protected device still needs an informed adult. Okay? Next, Android safety. You see? I want to answer our question pretty well. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking to myself alone. I want to read your reactions. How do we handle curiosity? We'll talk about that later. You see, for those of us using Android devices, I've talked about Google Family Link, right? I don't think we should say the Family Link allows a parent. Can you see how the interface looks? Okay, you can see my screen. It shows you screen time. It shows you download. It shows you YouTube supervision, app approvals, Chrome settings, device activity. You get to see all of this and you control it from your end. Your child cannot bypass it except your child has known your own password to go and do it there. Do you understand? Remember, I said we need to have parents that are present. Present doesn't mean that you need to be with your child 24 hours. No. You can be physically present. You can be spiritually present, of which I am not the one in charge of to teach you that. You can be emotionally present, which the physical aspect, and you can be digitally present. So your digital presence, this is one of your safety nets. Google Family Link. Google Family Link. So go to your device. Please download now. Don't wait. Don't say when it's night. I will do it. Download the Google Family Link and start working. Start working. Start doing it. Don't wait. Don't wait. You've heard this. There's something about I will do it later. As parents, as adults, we know that when you say I will do it later, before you know it, someone has called you to start gisting or telling you about some things, and by the time you are done, you've forgotten. Or the fact that you now remember that you have not prepared for school tomorrow, you get to forget. So I am giving us the next 1 minute. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Don't think. Remember, I said from the beginning, for those that are just joining us, I said that there are no children's phone. Don't let anybody deceive you that this is a child's phone. Every phone you see in a market is for an adult. It's not for children. It's when you now look at the settings, you now configure it for a child. Are you following me? So, pick your child's tab now. Open a child account. Don't be scared. Open a child account. Link it to the family link. And we are good. Now, look at this Android setup path. Install the Google Family Link. You sign in as a parent. Use your current this thing. For those of you now want to ask, okay, how do we go about it? Please look at the slide now. I'm showing it to you. You can write it if you need to. I think after this, Ms. Augusta said we're going to drop it in the community. So if you are not in the community, we're going to drop the link here. You're going to see, install, sign in as the parent. When you sign in as a parent, add your child. Okay? Connect your child device. Then review the controls. And you need to set limit. You can actually say, okay, for it's holiday. We are in holidays now. You can tell your child that, see, you're going to be using the phone 2 hours per day. 2 hours per day. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to be monitoring the child. Like, you're in the room and the child is using the phone. Is it up to 2 hours? It's more than 2 hours now. Bring the phone. You don't need to do that. With this Google Family link, you can set 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Once it's 10 a.m., the phone locks automatically. The child cannot open it. Yes, the child cannot open it. You are wherever you are, no problem. The child will just drop it and life continues. Do you understand? So that's the Android setup pathway. Moving on. Are we learning something? If you're learning something, please just drop in the comment section. This is what I've learned. This is what I've got. I know I've heard. Maybe something pricks you. Please write it. Let me know that I'm not the only one just talking to myself. Do you understand? Please write it. Write in the comment section. Because if you're not writing in the comment section, the app may just take you off. You heard me. The app may just take you off. So write in the comment section, I am learning. I'm getting something. Okay. Please don't forget to share this. Share it on your share the Facebook post. Please see, this is free. This training is free. Okay, but we need as many people to understand these things. Don't worry. It's going to be I think it's going to be a 12 weeks program. I'm going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about how to navigate social media without knowing all these things and all of that. I will show you the back end. We will bring in people here. They will still discuss this. It's free. We are not telling you to pay anything. We want to build a community where we can protect our children. We don't want to say we want to be hiding phones from them and they go to the back and start picking phones without our approval. We want them to be independent. We want them to be able to pick up a phone and they know they have the right judgment to do what they can do. And I am sold out for this. I am. So let's go into app approval. And this is one of the strongest protections a parent can set. A child should not be able to download apps freely. Please, if your child is downloading apps and you call it games, then you have work to do. The first step, remember I showed you how to do the Google Family link, right? There's what we call VPN. Some parents don't know, but children know VPNs. Virtual private networks. Private, some of you. And again, let me bring you this. Some of you may not know this. I'm going to bring this upstage now. Listen. There's what we call incognito. On Google, it's called private. This is incognito app. Let me see if it's going to show. Oh, it's not showing. I'm going to bring that up. Good. Now, this is an incognito, a private app and browser. Can you see what it says in the browsing? It deletes your browsing info when you close all the in private window. Okay? It prevents Microsoft buying searches from being associated. And do you know that some children know private incognito windows? Yes, they do. Oh, I didn't have them to stop. Okay. This is it. This is how it looks like. So whatever I do here, when I do, you can go to the search history, you will not see it. You will not see it. So some teenagers have already mastered this. They will go to private browser, do what they need to do, and you will look and you will think everything is all going well, but no, it isn't. So you should also learn that. You should also learn that. I will attend to all our questions pretty soon. We are almost rounding off. Okay, so inside the family link and Google Play controls, parent can decide whether downloads require approval. You can control free apps, you can control paid apps, you can control in-app purchases, you can control age-rated content and permissions. Do not assume that free apps are safe because they cost nothing. Some free apps earn money through ads, they earn money through data, they earn money through subscriptions or in-app purchases. So a free app can still expose a child to unsafe chats, unsuitable ads, or manipulative spending. Also check permissions. A simple game may not need location, microphone, or contact, because those are the three major things that almost all the apps will want. They must press on that you allow: microphone, contact, location. Your rule should be simple, dear parents, dear guardians. Before it enters the device, an adult should know what it is, why it is needed, and what access it wants. Write it down now. Write it. It's going to be a catchphrase here. I think we want to drop it again in the group. Your rule in your house should. See, Samuel, the rule is before it enters here, I should know what it is, I should know why it is needed, and what access it wants. What access it wants, either it wants data, either it wants microphone, either it wants contact, either it wants what other thing? Your photos, your media, because there are some apps that require that they need to access your videos, need to access, and please, that one is even is worse and is very bad. There are some apps that want to access your videos, your media. And thank God for, I think for Samsung products that you can only allow limited, not all. Okay? You can only allow limited, but not all. Please, let's be watchful. So we have screen time. We have screen time. Screen time must not be treated as one flat number. A school day may need a different limit from a weekend. So school days could be 30 minutes or 1 hour. Maybe a child is having an online class. Okay? It could be 1 hour. Weekend could be 2-3 hours. You understand? Bedtime should be protected differently from afternoon learning time. Games, videos, and learning apps should not be placed in the same category. Now, this is where parents must think wisely. We must also think wisely. If a child uses a reading app or school portal, that is not the same as endless entertainment. School portal is protected, okay? But if the child is doing homework, we should not treat it like random scrolling. No. In family link, you can set daily limits, app specific limits. That means you may allow more time for learning tools and less time for game or videos. Also, create bedtime or downtime boundaries. It's still in the Google Family link. You see, many children get into trouble online late at night. Not because they planned it, but because they are tired, unsupervised, and still connected. Now, let me tell you something. The popular TikTok was banned for Nigeria between people used to go live on TikTok, and they used some don't even sleep. They use it all through the night. So TikTok now noticed that Nigerians are doing something else. So I think from 10 a.m. to 5, sorry, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., Nigerians don't have access to do live streaming. Live streaming, no. They don't have access because of the nonsense they do there. The night. But some people will still be people. They're the back door that most people are using to still go on to do what they are doing. So bedtime is not negotiable. Not at all. In the night, things go haywire. Things go haywire. Okay, so the aim is to shape healthy digital rhythm. Now, let us deal with Chrome. If your child uses Chrome with a supervised account, if your child uses Chrome with a supervised account, Family Link can help you manage that browsing. Okay, you may block explicit sites, you may approve websites, you may block the website, and you can review browsing settings. Now, this is important because the browser gives access beyond the app. Okay, it gives beyond that. Now, remember what I showed us. For those of us that have been here, remember I said in every browser there is a place where you need to set up profile, and once the browser sees that that is a child's account, many things will just reconfigure. Okay, many things reconfigures, and it now treats that browsing as a child's account. But still, you still need to now type in the filtering word, in the blocking space, those vulgarity words you don't want them to hear. You don't want them to hear. I think I have 5 minutes more. Okay, so we're going to stop here. We're going to stop here and continue from this place next Sunday. Don't forget it's 5 p.m. And let me drop the link. If you want to join the community and you don't know where to join the community, please go to this link to join the community. The link is going to be dropped in the comment section. And while we are waiting for the link, I'm going to bring up our chairwoman and the convener of Safescreen Guardian. Please, if your hands are not busy, let's make welcome Mrs. Augusta. Yes, ma, you're up.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. It was insightful. Thank you so much, everyone that joined this training today. The goal, like he said, is not to raise children who avoid unsafe websites simply because they fear being scolded. The goal is to raise children who understand that digital boundaries and parental controls exist for their protection, not their punishment. Now, you have a task to drag your next door neighbor, to drag your colleagues in the office and all that for next Sunday. So I need you to, when you get back, please collect your teens' phones, your teenagers' phones. Check their profile if it's age appropriate. If someone, the last incident of Odogwa Sabada, all of us know, for instance, if a parent was knowledgeable and was monitoring where she was going, at least, that was a predator somewhere at the back end. That would have been prevented. So how much more our younger generations, our Gen Alpha, yeah? So we need to do, it's a critical call, all right? So thank you so much for joining. We will start drawing the curtain here. Come back next Sunday because every child deserves a digitally safe future. And we are doing this for our next generation. So together, we are raising a safe generation next. Thank you for coming, and see you next Sunday. We would play a few interlude as we try to draw the curtain. Studio.
Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Welcome to Safescreen Guardians. Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Okay, so thank you very much, and see you all on Sunday. See you all. Bye. Please don't forget to share this video to everyone and anybody and everywhere. So, and we're going to continue this in our community very as we go. Most of the questions we have here, please, when the community opens up, then you get to ask your questions and we'll answer you. Thank you very much, and see you all next Sunday.
Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.